Sawadee Namaskar. Hello everyone. Welcome you all to Waste Management Tech Talk. And this is a techno-based virtual event series on waste management, treatment technologies, and also various practices that related to the both solid waste and municipal waste, and also the industry waste as well. This is our regular program we host for the benefit of the environment engineering professionals and utilities as well. And today's topic is very important topic. I think every country is experiencing this problem, particularly during the festivals or some floods, you see this problem. So the subject is focused on the cleaning waterways with automatic trash skimmers. And DESMI is the company which supplies this technology. And our guest speaker today is Mr. Tarun Saxena, Sales Manager at the DESMI India. As I said, this is an important topic. I'm hoping that all of you find this session useful and learn about this technology and how to deal with when you have serious issues about the waste issues in the on waterways. Before I let him to give a talk today, let me quickly introduce to you all about Technobase. What is Technobase? What kind of things we do for the industry and services that we offer. Technobase is based in Thailand, established in 2005, and is recognized as International Resource Center for Polymer Industries and Process Technologies, including utility technologies as well. Our industry and technology focus into two segments of it: polymer industry, like rubber, plastics, polyurethane additives and coatings, and also emphasize on energy and environment, membrane filtration, recycling, recovery, nanotechnology, smart manufacturing, chemical process, and cybersecurity, and Internet of Things. This is a broad spectrum of this technology and industry focus, but our emphasis always been education. The foundation of a technology is the education. So we offer quite a number of professional education programs like masterclass workshops, online training programs. We have executive diploma, skill assessment, we have publications, and also digital library. Along with professional education, with reference connecting with education, we also have our business service focusing on the exhibitions and conferences, virtual events like today. It's basically, this virtual event is also an educational platform to update with the technology that is important for the environment and the people. We also host the road shows, networking events, and technical and business consulting services. We also offer the factory and process audit. Along with that one, we also do the marketing and branding of technologies and services. If somebody is looking to promote the technologies in our region, we could be a coordinating point to promote it, assist them to explore the business opportunities in the region that we are specialized in. So that's briefly about Technobase, and you can always check about Technobase, our website, technobase.org. Feel free to reach out to me for further information. So let's welcome you all to today's episode of the Waste Treatment Tech Talk. And the subject of the episode today is cleaning waterways with automatic trash skimmers, the DESMI way. And this is an important topic, and our invited guest speaker is Mr. Tarun Saxena. He's a sales manager to DESMI India. Let me invite him to give a talk on this topic today on the cleaning waterways with automatic trash skimmers. So let me ask him to share his screen first, and then start making the presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Perrin, for the generous introduction. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all the viewers who have logged in for my presentation. Just to give you a brief about myself, I am Tarun Saxena. I have retired from Indian Navy in the year 2019, and since then, I have been working with DESMI, which is a company based in Denmark. And we have our subsidiary office in India, which is called as DESMI India Private Limited. I worked with them for about 4 years, and last November onwards, I have been working directly under Denmark and looking after the market for the Asia. I will just take you through my presentation. In few slides from now, I'll be telling you about what DESMI is, what we do, how we formed DESMI EnviroCare, what we have done in India, and what is our potential when it comes to the Asian market. To give you a brief about the DESMI as a group, DESMI Group was founded in 1834. DESMI was founded as a foundry, and we graduated to become one of the leading manufacturers of marine pumps. And in the year 2024, we have presence in about 19 countries, physical presence of our offices, and then we operate in about 80 countries as on 2024. We operate in primarily 5 verticals. These are called as marine and offshore, where we make marine pumps for the shipping industry. Then coming to the industry vertical, where we make pumping solutions for the industry. And EnviroClean is the vertical wherein we tackle the issues of oil spill at high seas, the problem of seaweeds on beaches, and then the problem of marine debris, which is what I'll be concentrating upon. The fourth vertical is defense and fuel. In this vertical, we make pumping solution for the defense industry. We have our pumping solutions working with almost 25 navies of the world. Then we have the utility vertical, wherein we make pumping solutions for various HVAC industry, district heating and district cooling, those kind of applications. So coming to the problem of marine litter, this is a picture which has become very, very common in Southeast Asian part of the world. And if these are the images that motivate you to work for the environment, then we are here for you. There are some facts, well-known facts about how the marine litter issue is affecting all of us. The first is that marine litter presents a huge problem in our oceans, with sometimes scientists warning that by 2050, the quantity of plastics in the ocean will outweigh the fish. Very concerning. The marine litter or the plastic litter enters the marine environment because of a wide range of land and sea-based activities. This is where we have concentrated, and this poses harmful effect on marine life, biodiversity, tourism, fisheries, shipping, as well as negative impacts on human health. 5.25 million plastic particles weighing 268,940 tons in total are currently floating in world's ocean, and these are increasing every day. 80% of our pollution in our ocean comes from the land-based sources, and most developing countries dispose 90% water and 70% industrial waste gets discharged into the sea. So this is about how big, how grave the issue of the marine litter is. So this is how the marine litter flows. It starts from the household. The data proves that even despite having the best of the garbage collection mechanism in our cities, still we are able to collect only say 40 or 50% of the garbage that is collected from home and disposed in a proper manner. Otherwise, what happens is that whatever does not get collected, it gets disposed into the marine bodies, and it flows from 1 to 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and ends up in the river or in the ocean. Where DESMI EnviroCare concentrated upon was, like, we have already have plenty of solutions. As you can see a few pictures down below, the floating trash skimmers that you can see. This space was already very cluttered. This space was not very greenly, and it could not be deployed on a daily basis. It's an expensive activity to collect trash from the floating trash skimmers. So we concentrated a little upstream. We said that why not concentrate from the source itself, and that's how our solution got generated, which I'll be covering in the subsequent slides. Uh, in case the DESMI equipment is not there, then how the marine litter upstream is collected. As you can see a few pictures, this is how it was being done in India, and I'm sure it is, if an automatic equipment is not used, probably this is how it is collected in most countries. We use iron screens to stop the flow of water. And if it is not cleaned on a daily and regular basis, it becomes the primary cause for silt deposition and flooding. And these are the fixed structures which take time for both installation and uninstallation. Then we are using excavators to clean, which can be done occasionally because this has a hiring cost and it is operated on diesel or petrol or whatever kind of a fuel, and it is not environment friendly, or it is being done manually. These processes may have low capex, but they have high operating expenses. They leave carbon footprints and may disrupt traffic operations as and when we deploy them. That's how the EnviroClean division of DESMI was found. We divided ourselves into three categories. One was the seaweed division, second was the oil spill response division, and the EnviroCare division. Our seaweed division looks after the issue of seaweeds, which becomes a problem for the countries where beach tourism is one of the primary source of income. These seaweeds invade the beaches, and they don't, they do not remain tourist friendly thereafter. So we have solutions for seaweeds, and wherein we not only contain the seaweeds, but we collect the seaweeds and transport them at least 200 to 300 meters away from the sea, where it can be processed for, you can get some kind of a resource out of it. Then we have the oil spill response team, wherein we have lots of equipment for removing oil in case of a oil spill. Coming to the EnviroCare, which is where I will be now concentrating upon in further slides, we do the job of containing the marine debris and recovering them on shore. We have certain equipments to do the same. The first in the series is the Enhancer series. The Enhancer series, as you can see in the picture, is basically a steel basket which has been housed inside a pontoon. Now this pontoon is made up of HDPE pipes. These are foam-filled HDPE pipes, and they have a very good flotation. And then we have the checkered aluminum plates on top of it so that a person can move. And then we have a steel basket in between, which has a hook on top, which can be lifted. So how it works is what I will show in the next slide. It has a video. So what we do is that the black and red color structure that you see is basically a floating trash barrier. So we put this floating trash barrier across the width of the drain, and with the surface flow of the water, the trash comes inside this basket. This basket is lifted, emptied, and put back. The enhancer basket had a capacity of 1 ton. Coming to the second system, this is called as the rice series. Since in the enhancer system, we had to use a crane. The crane has to come alongside the system to lift up the drain, to lift up the trash. So we devised a new methodology. The enhancer series was a little bit economical, but when we came up with this rice series, the rice series it addresses the problem of not having a crane. Many a times the municipalities may not have access to the crane, or the hiring of crane becomes very expensive. So we came up with this solution, which is an automatic solution for collection of containing and recovery of floating trash. In this system, as you can see on the screen, we have two sets of conveyors. The one set of conveyor, as you just follow my arrow, we have one conveyor over here, which is a wire mesh conveyor, which has been placed inside the water. And then we have another blue color conveyor, as you can see. So what we do is that with the surface flow, everything comes onto the wire mesh conveyor where the water is drained out. Now the dry, it is not completely dry, but almost dry, without any liquid content in it. It is just dumped onto the blue conveyor, and this blue conveyor transports the marine waste into a municipal bin here, or we can modify this conveyor to place it directly inside the dumper as well. So this is basically an automatic surface skimmer, and this is a smart skimmer with a sequential belt design. It operates on two electrical motors, so the carbon footprints are almost negligible. And the material, constituent material of this particular series is all marine grade. In India, we have deployed these machines for last about 4 years, and if you can see the machines, there is not a single rust spot on these machines. So we have taken care that such machines would be put into drains which will have putrid water, sewage water, and will be exposed to all kinds of climatic disruptions that may happen. I will just show you a small video of this as well. So as you can see, the trash barrier has been placed across the width of the drain. The trash has been has been forced to come into a bottleneck kind of a position, and it comes onto our wire mesh conveyor, and this is how it gets lifted. Now the blue conveyor transports it directly into the municipal bin, which can be, ready-made, ready for the shifting. And it can also be done for the municipal dumpers as well, in case it is required by the customer. Coming to the advantages of DESMI RISE system that we have observed in last about 4 years, the first one and the most important one is the daily cleaning. And if we use excavators or we put iron screens, then probably you must have seen that the cleaning activity is done maximum to maximum once in 3 months, not before that, or before the monsoon. So, but with the help of the DESMI RISE machines, you can do this cleaning on a daily basis. Now it reduces the chances of flooding. Now the rains will come unabated. There may not be a forewarning for the rain. So what will happen if the iron curtain which we have placed inside the drain, instead of a DESMI RISE system, there may be a clogging of the marine litter over there, and when it rains, the water doesn't find a way to go out, and the level rises and it comes onto the street and then starts going inside the houses. Whereas if you use DESMI RISE system, we have observed that the flooding instances in those particular areas have reduced drastically. And similarly, if you allow the trash to just keep lying over there, it becomes kind of a sludge, settles down at the bottom, and it poses even difficult preposition for the municipality to remove that. It has very low emissions. As I said, that it runs on just 2 electric motors of 0.55 HP. So it just takes about 1.5 units per hour. Then daily recovery of waste for conversion into useful byproducts. What we have seen in most of the municipalities these days is that they have a waste processing mechanism in place, wherein they segregate the waste from organic, from plastics, and whatever other kind of the waste that is found in the drain, and each variety is put into some kind of a specific use. So now we are providing these municipalities almost 10 to 15 tons of a mixed waste, which can be segregated and put into some kind of a useful product. Once we have stopped the marine litter at one point, there is less load on STPs. What happens is that the major causes of STPs going defunct is the vertical screens not working. So so the marine litter gets ingressed into the system, and then the plants are not working the way they are designed to. So with the marine litter already getting cleared at a point before the STPs get a good flow and a water without a marine litter, and the life of STP enhances thereby. Then we have the maintenance and hygiene aesthetics of this place. But usually you would like to put these DESMI machines in a place where you find the maximum kind of marine litter lying over there. So once you put the machine, that place is clean and you can maintain the hygiene and aesthetic of that place. Many a times in many places in India, these machines have been placed where there are the vegetable markets. So what happens is that once the vegetables are sold, people do not want to carry the packing material. They just dump it in the drain, and over a period of time, the drain clogs, and the whole place has a very it has a very bad stench. And once the machine is put, it provides direct employment to 4 to 6 people, and we consider it as a gainful deployment of municipal resources, because now the municipal cranes, excavators, nothing have to come to the site, and the DESMI does all the job over there. This machine has been, we have the concept of smart city in India, and many smart cities have taken over our machines. In fact, one more point which was brought to us, brought in our notice in Mumbai, was that a lot of fishermen have recommended our product to the municipal corporation. They say that once the marine litter is taken off, the kind of the quality of catch that they are getting now is of, uh, I mean, they are getting a heavier load now. So they have recommended our product to the municipal corporation of Mumbai. Since it is a technology, obviously there will be some limitations, and I will be very honest about these. These are some of the limitations are that this removes only the floating trash. Should not be get confused with the removal of silt from the drains. Silt is something which is lying at the bottom, and the conveyor is not designed for the bottom. And to deploy these machines, we need at least 1 meter of clear depth from surface. This is required primarily because we have to deploy the trash boom. The trash boom itself has a width of about 600 millimeters, out of which 350 millimeter goes inside the water. So for that reason, we need a clear depth so that the floating trash boom can float on the surface, and if the depth is there, then obviously the surface flow will also be very good, and the trash will come very easily to our machine, and that will be easy for us to remove. This is the total project that we have so far. We have about 24 projects running in India, and then we have another about 13 projects running worldwide. I will show you some live videos of how we have worked in a few places in India. Coming to New Delhi, the drain that you see right now on the screen is there are 3 major drains in Delhi, and this is one of those. And this has the mixed waste. There are hutments, there are settlements on both the banks of this particular drain, and they throw the domestic as well as a lot of things which come flowing in this drain, and it's kind of a mixed kind of a thing. You see the gunny bags, you see vegetables, you see the polystyrene, you see plastics, everything coming. It's slightly an older model that you see. You don't see that blue color conveyor here. It's slightly an older model. This is the first model that we deployed. In fact, you'll be happy to note that in 4 years of operations, we changed our machines 5 times to make sure that it meets all kinds of challenges. And we are always open. Like if we venture into the new country, I'm sure there will be new set of problems, and so this is how we are ready to customize ourselves to suit the requirement of the customer. Coming to Bengaluru, we have deployed our machine in the drains of an IT park. Now this IT park had instances of frequent flooding. The flooding was happening due to the water hyacinths that you see on the screen. So this water hyacinths was blocking because of any restriction that was coming into the drain. The water hyacinths used to get stopped there, and then they used to keep forming, a layer after layer, layer after layer, and they had frequent instances of flooding inside the campus. And with this our machine, we have been recovering these water hyacinths and other marine litter on a regular basis. So we supplied one machine to them, and now they have 3 of our machines to tackle this issue. They have not had a single flooding instances in last 3 years. Uh, to the paucity of time, I'm just a little bit rushing through my videos. This is a place in Faridabad, very close to Delhi. There they had a problem of the dairies which were on the both sides of the drain, and they were dumping the cow dung in the drain, and which used to become kind of a sludge there, and it was floating on top. And if you don't remove it becomes like a stone. So after deploying our machines, we have been clearing this sludge Although there is a lot of awareness, so this the frequency of the cow dung now getting dumped into the drains have reduced because of the awareness generated by our machine. But still, there are instances where small time farmers still don't have resources to dump them elsewhere, so they still continue to dump it in the drain. But we have been very prompt to dispose it on a daily basis. On the right side, you can see it has become like kind of a stone. And then there is a place called Hyderabad in Andhra Pradesh, one of the state in India. There they have this Hussain Sagar Lake. Hussain Sagar Lake is one of the primary source of drinking water for the city. Now, this lake had about 5 inlet points. These inlet points were bringing in a lot of plastic trash, as you can see on the screen. This plastic trash was getting transported to the lake, and it was lying on the. I mean, it was very difficult to make the water potable for the city. So, what the municipal administration of the Hyderabad has done is that on all 5 inlet points of the lake, they have placed our machines over there, and we have been running these machines day in and day out to clear this kind of a plastic trash. Coming to Mumbai, Mumbai is a very big city in India. They have a Mithi river which has sort of become a drain now, and there is a lot of trash that keeps floating. It's a big city, and there are a lot of slums. So because of that, there is a lot of dumping of marine litter in the river, and we have placed about 9 machines in Mumbai now. And just one look at the kind of trash, the initial shot will show you how much of the water hyacinths and the marine litter is there. And we have been recovering almost 4 to 5 tons of marine litter every day from each machine. So it's almost about 36 tons every day that we have been recovering from the water bodies. You can have a look at the water hyacinths. This work goes unabated. 24, I won't say 24/7, but depends on the quantity of trash that is available on that particular day. Almost 8 to 9 hours, these machines are running on a daily basis. And during rainy season, when the flow is very good in all the water bodies, we are running them 24/7 and recovering huge amount of trash on daily basis in all the cities where we have deployed our machines. Coming to the third product that we have in our arsenal is Rofence 600. This Rofence 600 is basically a trash boom, which is made up of neoprene rubber, and it is designed to withstand harsh effects of abrasion, UV, oil, and marine degradation. It's a homogeneous single process construction, has complete cross hot vulcanization of rubber and reinforcing fabrics. We have HDP floats supplied along with this. So these HDP floats allow the trash skimmer to float on the surface and move as per the level of the water. And then to keep them straight, we have ballast weight of galvanized steel, which is placed at the bottom. So this has a total width of about 600 millimeters. The 250 millimeter stays above the water and 350 millimeter stays below the water, and the marine life can travel unabated. The fourth system is called as the mesh boom. It is basically a grid shaped boom, again made up of the neoprene rubber. It has grids in it of 1 inch by 1 inch, so the water can pass through it, and we are using this mesh boom for stopping of the seaweeds which are invading the beach. I will just show you a good video of this so that you can get an idea of how the mesh boom works. Coming to the fifth system, we call it as a sweep system. It is for the high seas, wherein we have something called as row boom, which is again a trash barrier, as you can see in the first picture on top. Unfortunately, I do not have a video of this presently with me, but this is how it works. It has two ends. Both the ends are tied to two ships, and these two ships move in tandem wherever we see the floating trash, and they bring. Then we have a sack at the end of where the booms are merging. We have a sack over there, so the trash gets into the sack, and that sack is transported back to the shore, and the ships are deployed once again. It is for the strong seas, for the heavy seas, so that we don't deploy it in the cities or in rivers or lake. We haven't tried them. It is only for the high seas. In about 5 years of EnviroCare operations, we have been able to make environment-friendly technologies, which is providing circular economy benefits for our customer. It is empowering the employment, reducing damage to the local environment and people. We have removed almost 25,000 plus tons of waste every day, not every day, but in about last 4 years of operations, and this figure is increasing by every day. We endeavor to make waterways clean with positive impact on waste sector and impact on waste management education, because as we get our equipment is publicized, and people come and see the kind of waste that we are recovering every day, there is an awareness in people, and wherever these machines have been placed, I mean, we see a drastic change in the pattern of how the marine litter was thrown in these drains. We are contributing to various UN SDGs, empower local government initiatives like Smart City in India, and these are low cleanup investments. As I'm told by Mr. Biram, that the viewers, the constituents of this viewers is that there may be many practitioners of waste management. And so I eagerly look forward to work with you in your country, in your cities. And my details are as shown on the screen. Tarun Saxena, my mobile number, I will just repeat it for all those who are watching it on mobile. It is +91, that is the code for India, and 9599639861. My email ID is Tango Alpha Sierra Alpha @Delta Eco Sierra Mike India dot Charlie Oscar Mike. That is tasa@desmi.com. I eagerly look forward to connect with you anytime you feel so.
Thank you, Tarun. Thank you very much. It's an important technology that every country needs it. And further, you will find it during the rainy season and or festival times. I think it plays an important role. And so thank you very much for being part of this waste management tech talk today. And guys, now is the time for asking questions. If you have any questions, you can post questions in the question box now, and we can address them. Or you can always write to Tarun later on at tasa@desmi.com. And so before I let him go, let me show some questions to what audience asked now. Okay. So Tarun, I'm going to show the questions on the screen, and you address them appropriately one after the other.
That's a very good question. The question is that how much trash can be collected in a day by RISE and enhancer system? Uh, like any technology, these machines have a limitation, but here we have been operating them for 8 to 9 hours per day in most of the cities, and during rainy season we have operated them for 24/7. So the amount of trash that can be collected depends on the surface flow. When the surface flow is very good, whatever comes to our machine would be collected. The collections have gone from 400 kgs per day to about 8 tons per day. In both the machines, it can be achieved. So it all depends on the surface flow, the kind of surface flow that is available in the water body. The collection can go from 400 kgs in a very moderate flow, and in good flow, it can go up to 7 to 8 tons per day as well. Uh, Again, a very nice question. This is a trash barrier, how stable they are as the water flow and water intensity, wave intensity varies. Now these that usually we are using Rofen 600. 600 is made up of the neoprene rubber with reinforced fabrics. So these barriers are very, very strong. There's absolutely no questions of these barriers breaking from any point. So what we need to take care of is how we are fastening them on both the ends. So that is where the care has to be taken. The DESMI team will take care that these trash barrier withstand the usual situations during some situations which are exceptional, when there is something like tsunami or a rainfall which has been unprecedented. In those kind of scenarios, we need to take little bit of precautions with these trash barriers. Otherwise, in most of the situations, these will be stable and they will work in any kind of a flow. And wave intensity we are not experienced, because in drains, rivers, and other places, the wave pattern is not that intense, and with the highs and lows of water, uh, Rofen 600 is very, very stable. What is the fuel consumption for rice system? The rice is not consuming fuel other than the electricity. This How we have made up this system is that this works on two motors. The enhancer does not require anything as such. It's in a steel basket which can be lifted. We can have a manual arrangement of lifting it. We can have a pulley system to lift, which should be sufficient to lift up about 1 ton of waste. And in rice system deploys 2.55 HP motors. So we are absolutely not using any kind of a fossil fuel to run these machines. It is absolutely on electricity that the rice system is working.
Please stand by. Please stand by. Tarun, let me
Yeah.
put the questions on screen.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, go on, Tarun.
What is maximum area of trash barrier? What the question is, what is maximum area of trash barrier that these machines can hold? So I'll give you a few examples from the installations that we have done so far. Uh, we have had the minimum width of the water body being about 10 meters, and we have gone up to about 70 meters, wherein we have used 200 meters of trash barrier. uh, so we have been able to cover them without any problem as such. Uh, during, I mean, wherever we have used large quantity of trash barrier, say about 200 meters or so, there we have to be very careful when the water flow increases during the rainy season. That's the time we we put additional arrangements for fastening. Whatever arrangements for fastening that we have done, we reinforce them with little more precautions over there. Probably we'll tie up with more of ropes, steel chains or something like that, so that the trash barrier doesn't give way. So up to about 70 or 80 meters of width, we have been working with absolutely no problems at all. The manpower required is, if you look at it, the manpower required is only one, that is to switch on and switch off the machine. But what usually happens is that you cannot predict what will come in the drain. Sometimes irregular size of the trash would come, and it will stop at the mouth of the conveyor. So what we have done is that we have made manpower requirement as two. So two is not only two gives you a lot of flexibility in the sense that if one person is not present for some reason, at least the second person knows how the machine operates. So it's not only the redundancy in the system, manpower system, that you get, but also the one person can go down and make sure that anytime there is a disruption in the machine because of some irregular kind of a trash blocking the mouth of the conveyor, that can be straightened, and the machine can be operated once again. So I would say two manpower would be sufficient to operate this machine. uh, can it be the question now comes up is, can it be shifted easily on the basis of requirement? Yes, absolutely. But there is a catch to it, because the machines are running on electricity. I'm sure once you install it once, probably you would have made some kind of an electrical arrangement over there. So make sure when you are shifting it, the electrical similar kind of electrical arrangement is made on that point as well. We have made these machines, it can be run on portable genset as well, because sometimes it so happens that next to the drain you may not find the electricity point. So we have made them this kind of alternate arrangement we have made on our rice system. So you can run on portable genset also, and these equipment can be very shifted. In fact, if the water body is same, then you can just float by floating it, just pull it by rope, and you can take it to the another point. Or otherwise, it would take about 2 rounds on a 9 foot truck. You can shift the machine very easily. This machine is not at all heavy. The total weight would be say about 1.5 tons. Can we monitor the systems remotely when there is a crisis situation like heavy rains? Uh, this is not a, I would say no. The correct answer would be no. And now I will tell you the reason why it is no. We wanted to make a simple system because this system in all probabilities would be run by the waste pickers. Their education level, I'm not sure. In India it is not much, and I can't say about other countries as well, but I suppose that the people who are allowed to work on this system uh, may or may not have the kind of literacy that would be required to have sophisticated systems attached to the machine. But it's not a very big thing in this age of the heavy technology floating all around. The systems can be monitored with the help of a normal CCTV camera as well. We just since in India we have deployed these systems on drains, and what happens is that all kinds of elements would be floating around the drain, and if you put a sophisticated thing, then it is always susceptible to some kind of a theft or something, which is a loss to the state, loss to the buyer. So we have not made the systems very complicated. We made them very, very simple for anybody to operate. Wonderful question. What is the constituent material of both the system? The constituent material is the stainless steel and the aluminum, and both are marine grade. Anytime you are visiting India, come over, give me a call. I'll take you to one of the nearest place to show you that not a single rust mark you can find on our machines. These machines do require a little bit of cleaning because you are dealing with the trash after all. So once in 10 days, 15 days, the machine requires some kind of a cleaning. Don't have to take it out. Just put some kind of a fresh water on top of it, and everything would be absolutely fit and fine. We have certain moving portions because of the conveyors, so you need to, once in 6 months, you might need to put some kind of a grease oil on it, so that the moving part moves seamlessly. And the constituent material, you will have absolutely no problem. These are marine grade steel and aluminum. Uh, Oil skimming process is, I can always speak on oil skimming process. We have various kinds of skimmer in our system. The DESMI EnviroClean takes care of that. I would not be the right candidate to speak about oil skimming because, as I said, there are three divisions. We have seaweed, oil spill, and the marine debris. So I look after, I am proficient in marine debris division, and yes, if you have any specific questions on oil skimming process, I will make sure that you get the answer that you are looking for. Just write to me. I will give you all the answers on oil skimming processes. You can visit our website as well. You will see all kinds of skimmers that we have in our stock. And any questions thereafter, you can just throw at me. The question is, we usually get huge wastage during festival period, something which is same in India. Uncertain amount of waste gets generated, no issues. How to deal with this situation in terms of huge waste in waterways during short period? Just the answer would be deploy our system. We have the same problem in India as well. Huge wastage during festival period when there is a lot of, we have, um, I mean, the items which are used for religious offerings and all, people throw it in the rivers and all, and suddenly there is a deluge of, such kind of a material which nobody wants to even touch. So our machines have been working wonderfully in the rivers. And as I said, that there is no amount of, there is no certain amount which can be collected through our machine. Our machines can work 24/7 if required. And we should be able to, clear if there is good surface flow where where you observe this kind of a waste during festival period. If there is surface flow, I will make sure that this gets uh, cleared in smallest possible time. What kind of maintenance issues involved in operating these machines? As I said, that we have not made these machines very complicated by putting GPS and various kinds of cameras and SIM card and this and that. So the maintenance of these machines become very, very easy. As I said, that these machines stay in putrid water, so they would need occasional showering of fresh water, so that whatever items, the dirt particles that have got stuck to the surface, they get cleaned off. And once in a while, we can take off the machine, like once in 2 years, twice in a year, you can just take them out of the water. And this helps you in dredging that place, because since all kinds of waste is stopping at this at our machine, so there's a probability that some of it would have got sunk to the bottom. So we can do a little bit of dredging for about half an hour, 1 hour, so that that point becomes free for flow once again. And once the machine is outside the water, we allow it to dry, and oil and grease the moving part only. You will have wheels on which the conveyor moves, so just need to do a little bit of oiling and greasing of those parts. Other than that, there is absolutely no maintenance issue on this. Uh, is it possible to deal with used sofas and mattresses with these machines? Yes, if it is floating, there is absolutely no problem. And if it is not floating, I mean, any kind of floating material can be recovered using our machine, whether it is sofa, mattresses, or anything for that matter. No, I feel that we have faced this problem many a times in Delhi, wherein people throw all these kinds of things in the drain, and we have successfully recovered sofa and mattresses as well. In the picture that you saw in the video that I had shown for the Delhi, you can see the gunny bags. And many a times what has happened is that during rainy season, the water has ingressed into the houses and a lot of things have come out, the utensils, the sofa, bed, mattresses, everything, just starts floating and starts rushing towards the river. And that's the time our trash barriers have been very, very strong to stop all these things. And we have recovered these sofas and mattresses as well. All you need is surface flow. That's about it. And a clear depth of about 1 meter. My machine can do anything.
Tarun, that's all the questions we have. Thank you very much for addressing all the issues. It's a very informative session all today on the cleaning waterways with DESMI's trash skimmer. Appreciate the time today, man. Appreciate really good session today. Good session.
Thank you so much.
Before I let you go, I'd like to request you to give a final remarks to the audience, please.
Yes, to just conclude my task, I would first of all thank Mr. Perem for giving me this forum to interact with the waste management experts. And I'm thankful to Mr. Perem personally and to Technobiz for allowing me this platform. And I'm sure after seeing the videos, and you will have many queries once you discuss with your staff, you will have many queries coming up. And as I have already shared my mobile number and the email ID with you, I'm pretty sure that you will write back to me and seek answers, and I'll be privileged to provide you the answers that you have requested for. Thank you so much, Mr. Param, and thank you so much, my viewers. And thank you very much for being here and listening to my talk.
Thank you, Tarun. Thank you. It's a wonderful session. I hope to see you in the future episodes of the Waste Management Tech Talk, and discussing about other issues with the waterways and how to deal with the wastage on the waterways. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It'll be a privilege. Thank you so much.
Okay, guys, that's the end of the session today of the Waste Management Tech Talk, focused on the cleaning waterways with automatic trash skimmer, the DESMI way, presented by Tarun Saxena, as he mentioned. If you have more questions, please be in touch with them, or also check their website for a variety of equipment services. They have not only on the marine waste, but also on other types of waste as well. So there are a lot of solutions they are providing DESMI. So please check their website as well. Tarun, once again, thank you very much, guys. That's the end of the session today. I see you in the next episode of the Waste Management Tech Talk. Bye bye for now.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.